What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Gmia's World, and right now we're going to be talking about raid selling some players that needed to just go. Now, there's a lot of things that's going to happen in this video, and you're going to be like, yo, G is back to his old ways, and that's right. Calvin Johnson, like I told you guys before, I never really wanted to raid sell him, but because it costs 2 AP to give him that deep out, I didn't want to waste the AP, but because we got away from escape artists, it doesn't really matter. You can do a lot of different variations with your team right now, and nothing really matters. So look, let me just go ahead and show you what I did earlier today and explain to you what's been going on. So my auctions you're going to see right here, I got rid of, Kyle Pitts is gone. Once that guy sells, he's out of here. We didn't raid sell Isaiah Simmons yet. We can actually do that now. It's not really that big of a deal. I'm going to explain to you guys why I say Isaiah Simmons is no longer needed in a second. But pretty much we brought Calvin back and we brought back Too Tall. Now, one of the things that you guys have to kind of understand is that the way that the game plays right now, it's a very, very difficult, like whatever scheme you're running on, whether it's offense or defense, whatever it is, it's very, very difficult to consistently do the things that you want to do. And because of that, it gets really, really hard for you to kind of figure out what you want your scheme to be, unless you're like a bunch player and you're just looking to add a fast guy in a slot or something like that. With us, most of the guys that watch my videos, you guys go out there and moss, so you're looking for, you know, bigger, taller players, and you know, pretty much trying to take advantage of your opponent, because the size out there on the field is pretty much what matters out there. So you're looking for that best possible deal. With that being the case, we went back and we got Ed Too Tall. Now, his golden ticket is going to be dropping, you know, whatever. They're going to be doing it weekly. They might wait till the end to drop him. But right now, without a Dallas Cowboy theme team, he's a 95 speed and the chick ain't one, and he's ready to go. All right, 6'9", 271. To be honest, it's kind of, for me, it's actually better that he's slower, because I actually mauled somebody in double coverage at the end of the half. I don't even know if I have it saved. It was kind of weird. Let me see if I have that one saved. Let me go to the media gallery. I think I might have saved it. I'm not sure though. Let me go to the media gallery and see if we still have it. It might have been this one. Let me see, because it was the end of the half. So here it is right here. So you see how he's in double coverage and he just mosses both those guys and goes for 6. See, that type of stuff that went on that you just saw right there, this is what makes me dangerous. A lot of people don't understand what mossing is about, but I've pretty much mastered it, which is why, you know, people will say, yo, you trying to run Gmia's thing, whatever like that. I don't really care if you guys go out there and learn how to do it. It's just the fact that I'm just showing you guys that over the years, EA Sports has made height matter, and then they've made it so that it doesn't. In his case, you know, he's 6'9". He should be able to get up there that high. Obviously, the guy that I was dealing with, you saw the name in the top right. That guy is, dude, I don't want to talk about it, but you guys all know what he's about. He's a lurker. He lurks streamers and stuff like that. It's really bad for the Madden community, et cetera, but it is what it is. He got mossed. He ended up quitting the game. It's fine. But this guy right here, because of his, you know, his height, I didn't like him at 95 speed. Now I have no choice. Because until they drop the golden ticket, I don't want to be running around with Kyle Pitts anymore, because he's just garbage, bruh. At the wide receiver position, if you run him at tight end, he's fine. But in the past, you were always able to, like, you know, have both players doing whatever you wanted, that type of thing. Right now, you just don't. Right now, it's very, very difficult for you to be able to do that. So one of the things I'm going to try to stress to you guys is this. If you're looking to moss, this guy is a really, really good player to moss with. Obviously, I would recommend 6'5" and above. This guy being 95 speed, he's not going to have the speed to really run by the faster corners. So you're going to have to be really good with your click-on game to be able to get him to animate. But he is still the top. He's going to... I don't see how his golden ticket is not ridiculously priced. Unless people just don't understand how to use him. Well, obviously, most people don't understand how to use him the way I do, but you know, he's still really good. So we went back and got him. All right, so that guy had to get brought back in the way it was supposed to be done. And then we got Calvin Johnson back, right? So Calvin Johnson is there. Typically with Calvin, what makes Calvin kind of unique is the fact that his card before this was really good. And EA kind of messed up and made it too good. And then they had to wait and delay it, you know, to give us the next one. But he is by far probably, you know, like I told you guys when I was raid selling him, it wasn't anything like he did other than the fact that he's a physical archetype. And EA keeps playing around with the archetypes. And one year he's a deep threat, the next year he's physical, whatever. And it costs so much for AP. And although we have 18 offensively, you still don't want to waste it. The one thing I'll tell you guys, just like money, just because you have it, that doesn't mean you have to use it. And I keep stressing it to you guys. I don't want to spend the 2 AP, but EA put me in a situation where I had no choice. And it's like, yo, this dude is going to make more plays than Kyle Pitts on the outside, or even Darren Waller for that matter. So I have to keep him out there. That's why I brought him back. So these guys are back, and I got rid of Randy Moss. Randy Moss is off the team. He's no longer needed. His services are not required. That guy sucks in this game. All right. Regardless of how you're using him, that's why his price, Randy Moss's price, plummeted so fast. Although this guy is really cheap as well, but he's still a really good card. Randy Moss is just not as good as we once thought of him being in Madden. And it's kind of weird the way that it is, but, you know, we just had to get rid of him and get him up out of there. So now, the next thing that we have to do, we don't need Isaiah Simmons, because Isaiah Simmons causes us to have too many strong safeties, and then I can't put Cam Chancellor as my middle linebacker in the 4-3-6-1, which we have gone back to now. All right, so we're running that again. I don't care anymore, whatever. I'm just sending everybody. I'm screaming, I don't care, right? That's where we are. With that being said, okay, do we need to get rid of him right now, like just, you know, raid sell him? You can. It's not something like, is it a pressing issue? If you want to get your coins, I would get it now. I don't need him anymore. So you realistically don't need to have this card in your binder if you're running the type of defenses that I'm running, because the Raiders are filled with so many, you know, fast corners and safeties. You don't really need it. So I'm going to get rid of him for that reason and that reason alone. He's a limited, so I know at least I will get 250 for him, and it just works out for us. And that's pretty much it. He's at 350 right now. I don't know what he last sold for, but, you know, whatever. People will still use him because he's still a really good card. Again, I have no issue with him. I just don't need him. So because I don't need him, why am I playing around and, you know, doing all this other stuff? Just get rid of him. You know, get rid of him right now. And I don't know why I changed it to that, but we'll get to 314 or whatever. Somebody will buy him. 6'4", a lot of speed. We just don't need his services right now. So now that you guys know that we're back to running the 4-3-6-1, some of you still were asking about getting Cam Chancellor at linebacker. Well, the earlier live stream today, April 28th, I go through how I put him there. I show you my lineup and everything like that. I'm going to give you guys, just a real quick pointer. You only can have 2 linebackers in your lineup. One is a left outside linebacker, the other is a right outside linebacker, and then everybody else has to be ends. All right? You only can have 2 linebackers, and these 2 slots for middle linebacker have to be empty. So you can go back and take a look at, you know, the way that I reorder, where I put players and stuff like that, and pretty much go from there, and you'll be all set. We did do some adjustments to the abilities. Mr. Big Stop with Edge Threat Elite, and, Defensive Rally with Edge Threat Elite. That's pretty much all that we did, and everybody else has Acrobat. So there's not a lot going on, but I wanted you guys to be aware of it as we always go through it, that this was something that was definitely necessary, because the way that the game plays, we have to continuously adjust, and we're not going to win if we don't. And that's ultimately what we had to do. And then we added Calvin back, and we got 2 route techs. We got 1 on Vernon Davis, 1 on Jerry Rice, and we're pretty much sitting pretty. And we did take the ability off the center. I don't think we need it that much. I also don't think we need the secure protectors. I think just the post-ups would suffice, but we'll do more investigation into that, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys? I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. Until next time. One love, y'all.